Wow, 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 wow. This one is super late. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. Somehow I just forgot my bullet journal when I got behind on videos. Ugh. Anyway, here is the June setup, 2 weeks late. The color of the month is beige/tan/light brown. And the theme is gardening. Yep, it's that time of the year where you have an excuse to play in the dirt. Yay! I actually really like gardening. However, I am really bad at remembering things like weeding and watering after the initial setup of a garden in May/June, so most of the time when I start a garden, it doesn't really pan out. But at least it'll work in here, right? I can just draw live plants and they'll stay that way. Forever and ever. So here we have a cover page with rows and rows of vegetables and a little picket fence. Next to the index, it looks like I'm pouring a mostly empty bag of potato chips into a flower pot. Yeah, that's supposed to be an open seed packet. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. But anyway, I am actually surprisingly lacking in the brown department as far as markers go. I didn't realize until I started doing this setup. I really only have 3 Crayola Super Tips and 1 Zig Brushable in the correct color family right now, which is a huge contrast to last month where I had way too many pink markers and supplies for whatever reason. I guess pink is just a more common color than brown? I don't know. Anyway, once the cover page and index were colored in, I actually am trying a smaller calendar this month, keeping it on 1 page instead of spanning it across 2. I don't really use the calendar too much, since I don't have much of a life outside of work and YouTube, with the occasional appointment. So, though the 2-page spread for the calendar is usually more visually interesting, I think it might be unnecessary for me. So we're testing that theory out this month. I tried to make it look like there were vegetables above ground and the calendar is underground where the plant roots are. After that is the mood tracker. I have exactly enough markers to do the 5 emotion spectrum from super happy to super sad, which is just crazy to me. But anyway, here is a watering can pouring water over some plants. It occurred to me only afterwards that the drops are going to be brown, so it will kind of look like these plants are being watered with mud, but oh well. I like the concept anyway. After that is my YouTube and social media page. I thought the ampersand being a coiled up hose was pretty clever here. Of course, I record the current number of subscribers I have on the 1st of the month, just as a way to sort of keep track, as always. Which I took note of on June 1st in preparation for my bullet journal layout, which I then did 2 weeks later, but anyway, the thought dump this month is a garden of thoughts. I couldn't come up with anything more clever than that, unfortunately. I know it's not very inspired, but well, then we're on to the week 3 layout. My grandma just got this topsy-turvy planter where the flower pots look like they're precariously tossed in a stack, and I thought it was really visually interesting. So I decided to do something like that for this week's spread. So I did a little bag of seeds on one side, and a shovel on the other, and this sort of stack of flower pots down the center. I figure maybe on one side I will list things that affect work, and on the other side I'll write things that affect YouTube or my art in general. Not sure if the separation is necessary, but I figure I'd tried something new. I added the little plants hanging out of the pots, but then as I colored them I realized that they're brown, which is usually how my plants tend to look after a month or so, as I mentioned earlier. Drat. I can't even keep plants alive in my bullet journal. The quote for this week is, "Never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment in the garden." And you may have noticed It's the only one that's included in this layout. I know, who am I and what have I done with Ace, right? I usually put as many quotes as I can reasonably add on to as many pages as I can, but... well, once this layout was complete I realized the error of my ways, and I did manage to squeeze one more on the index page as well. If you have a garden and a library, then you have everything you need. But honestly, I just wasn't finding any inspiring quotes about gardens to use. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, I don't know. Anyway, again, I'm sorry for the tardiness of this June setup. I'll try to be more timely next month. Oh, speaking of next month, if you are watching this video before July 14th, 2020, then please don't forget to check out my huge giveaway, where you can win one of 12 prize packages, each of which include a set of Copic sketch markers, as well as a Crescent Render No Bleed drawing pad, and plenty of other cool things. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more bullet journal spreads and arty content, and until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye!